Hey, welcome to the channel, man. I just want to send my condolences out, man. Quando Rondo was just released from the hospital. We talked to the family. They grieving right now. And it's like everybody that was really like sent up from this situation, they family real live, like they going at Quando Rondo like Quando Rondo was the cause of all this. And I want y'all to hit the subscribe button, share this video as soon as you come in the building, you guys. Hey, I'm gonna tell you just like this from a street perspective.
Hey man, this whole thing was basically a setup, man. Y'all gotta understand that the dudes that the girl that Quando Rondo and them dropped off right before they left the gas station and right before she took a picture with them when they went shopping at Lenox Mall that same day. Then she told the ops exactly what kind of car they were riding in. Y'all gotta understand, if they weren't taking pictures with that girl at Lenox Mall, none of this would have happened because she wouldn't have knew exactly what they were riding in, man. Y'all gotta understand that you have to stay 2 steps ahead of everybody. If Quando Rondo wouldn't have made that simple mistake and try to act like a famous person, none of this would have happened, man. Sometimes you just gotta humble yourself and say, you know what? Let me go take a picture over by her car instead of taking a picture over by the other person's car. And they don't have a personal driver or nothing like that. So it's not like they were trying to get away from anybody. Nah, this whole thing happened after they left the car, man. And so that means that they got followed. So if somebody was following them, that means they had to know exactly what car they were riding in and whether they seen them or not. Like in Georgia, the ops aren't just riding around in traffic. They only slide when they get the location or when they know what kind of car you in, and they keep an eye out. They keep a lookout. Everybody got to understand that in Atlanta, anywhere in Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia, they keep lookouts, guys. The lookout is the guy that is making sure he sees the car and everything, and he's going to make the phone call to let him know that he saw Quando Rondo and Lil Pop turn in the corner, and that it was the type of car that the girl said it wasn't they were in. So once that was confirmed, that's when they decided that they were going to go ahead and basically make the move, man. And so they just waited for the right moment until they got out the car. And once they got out, that's when everything happened. They pulled up and on one of the sides and let off. And dude, they tried to run, but everybody ended up getting hit. They lucky that they didn't spin back around and try to get Quando Rondo. They thought he was already gone, but he ended up being able to be still responsive once they came and try to lift him into the helicopter. But it was too late for Pop, man. So rest in peace to Pop, man. Condolences. Y'all got to let me know if you guys are rocking with Quando Rondo, if you guys are NBA YoungBoy fans. Where are you guys from? Are you from Georgia? Are you from Louisiana? Put it down in the comment section, man. This whole situation is crazy because they try to say it was get back for Von. This was not get back for Von, man. That was not it. It was all over Savannah, Georgia beef. Like, this has nothing to do with Lil Durk and Von. They always try to put themselves, like Durk always tries to push themselves into these beefs and tries to claim bodies that never happened, man. Y'all gotta understand, this all happened over some local Savannah, Georgia beef. And it's just facts proven, man. I talked to the people in Savannah, Georgia, and they told me that, yeah, that was all because of what they were talking. The beef that they already had going on from last year. And so that's just a tragic thing that they still beefing. And Quando Rondo decided to show back up in his hood. And then when he basically got backdoored by the girl that they dropped off, was the last person that seen him in the foreign car that they were driving in, when they dropped her off at the mall and took the picture and everything like that. And the fan, it was given away, like the fact that he was on their Instagram story and one of the ops follows the girl and he knew exactly what strip mall that was. And so they pulled up, had somebody follow him, and more ops joined in traffic, and then that's when they decided to blow on him and everything like that. So this was crazy. Y'all gotta like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Comment down below as well, man. Probably their number one thing that they're gonna be looking at to make sure to see like exactly who did this and how they got away, how they even got there, and where they went before and after that. Because usually they're gonna look at the incident that happened and they're actually gonna play everything in backwards and find out where everybody came from and jump to the cameras in the previous location, the previous areas that they're heading from. And so they're gonna be talking to a lot of businesses up and down that street in Georgia. They're going to be basically gonna have to get like a judge to sign some paperwork to say that they need all of that footage like ASAP, and that usually they have about a 48-hour rule policy that businesses have to keep their footage in order for them to, like, in case anything happens within 48 hours, like a first 48, right? The people with the laws got to come in and have to be able to get that footage within at least that 2 days. So this just happened, and so the next 2 days, this is what they're going to be doing, looking for the guys, man. And so a lot of people probably, you wouldn't be surprised, man, because it's going to be somebody that's probably close to them that did this. You guys have to understand that this is the trend that's going on this year, man. Every time something like this happens, it always ends up being somebody that was closer to them than they thought, and not, somebody that was, you wouldn't believe that they were hanging out with this other group or playing both sides of the situation, man. And so that's how some type of setups have been going down recently. And just like Trouble, the rapper Trouble, when he got hit up too, and it was kind of the same thing where he came to his girl's house or something, and she was dating some other guy and right? And so look, one thing you got to understand is that Quando Rondo should have been nowhere near that area, especially after everything that happened with the King Von stuff, because a lot of people are saying, is this get back for King Von? We don't know, because if the two guys that did this and that are on the run right now, if they are somehow tied to it and it ends up coming back saying that they slid for Von or something like that, then, that's one thing. But this could have been related from old beef from Quando Rondo, or maybe it was somebody that was looking for a Lil Pop, man. But at the end of the day, look, rest in peace to Lil Pop. This is a crazy situation, and it should have never went down like that. Y'all got to know that it's dangerous out here for all these rappers, man. Why you think that they always say that a rapper is a dangerous job to have? So, if you guys are all wondering whatever Quando Rondo might have did for this to happen, you have to go back and look at all of his stuff and his posts and his past beefs, because he does make songs where he does talk a lot about other people and dissing them and all that. And so it's no surprise that he ends up getting hit up. But who sent the hit is the thing. Who ended up coming and doing it? And the fact that the footage is probably going to come out, so a lot of people are going to be waiting for the footage to see exactly what the facts are. So at this point, all we know is that Quando Rondo and them got followed, and somebody pulled up to them next to the vehicle as they were leaving. And once they stepped out the vehicle, that was when the people had let off a lot of shots and everything. And one person ended up having a fatality, and Quando Rondo is in stable condition right now in the Georgia hospital. He has not came on his Instagram. He has not went live yet. Everybody knows when Lil TJ went live in the hospital, reassured all his fans that everything was going to be okay, that he was going to be able to pull through. At this point, they might be operating on Quando Rondo, could be going through surgery. You know how that goes, man. When you're not supposed to get shot, and so they got to take out the projectiles that ended up in him. So look, let's break